If you think Nvidia GPUs are the only thing powering the AI boom, think again. On SpaceX's landmark earnings call, when Elon Musk was asked what's really holding back AI scaling, he didn't say GPUs and he didn't say power. He blurted out, "Limiting factor currently is memory." And just days earlier on Tesla's call, he explicitly thanked Micron for saving them with a crucial memory allocation. When the richest man on Earth is publicly begging for memory chips, you know a massive supply squeeze is here. But it's not because of basic chatbots, it's driven by Agentic AI, a whole new beast that eats DRAM and flash storage for breakfast. Today, we're breaking down this insane bottleneck and mapping out what it means for Micron, SanDisk, and Nvidia. I'm John A.G. Welcome back to Future AI Stocks. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's slow down and get the details right, because this story has been getting oversimplified everywhere else. On SpaceX's Q2 2026 earnings call, held August 4th, Musk laid out actual numbers, not just a vague warning. He said memory production capacity is growing by roughly 20% a year, but demand is rising by 200% a year, or more. In his words, that's basic economics 101. When demand grows 10 times faster than supply, prices don't just rise, they spike. 12 days earlier, on Tesla's Q2 call around July 23rd, Musk had already flagged this, describing the memory pricing environment as one of the biggest price jumps he'd ever personally witnessed, while specifically crediting Micron's allocation to Tesla as a competitive advantage. Here's why this matters coming from Musk specifically, and not just another analyst. Tesla and SpaceX aren't hypothetical AI companies talking their book. They're actually trying to build out massive AI compute for self-driving, robotics, and Starlink's next-generation network, and they're running into the exact same wall that OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google are running into. When the person building the infrastructure says memory is the constraint, that's a very different signal than a Wall Street analyst modeling it from the outside. Here's the part almost nobody explains clearly, and it's the actual reason this shortage looks different from anything memory has been through before. A basic chatbot answers one prompt and mostly forgets it. Agentic AI is fundamentally different. It holds long conversations, retrieves context from earlier steps, tracks multi-agent state across a task, and constantly rereads and rewrites what's called a KV cache. Essentially, it's working memory, as it reasons through multi-step problems. Industry researchers describe this hierarchy as spanning everything from ultra-fast HBM to DDR5 server memory to enterprise flash storage sitting behind it, and agentic workloads put pressure on every single layer of that stack at once. TrendForce, one of the most closely watched research firms in this industry, made this exact case in late May. The shift from large-scale model training toward inference-heavy agentic AI applications is driving what they call a structural expansion in memory demand, not a temporary spike. As a result, TrendForce raised its 2026 global memory market forecast from $551.6 billion to $889.3 billion, and its 2027 forecast to more than $1.28 trillion, implying roughly 44% growth in a single year. There's also a mechanical reason this is squeezing supply so hard. Micron itself has explained that building HBM instead of standard DDR5 memory uses wafer capacity at roughly a 3-to-1 ratio, meaning every wafer diverted to HBM production removes about 3 wafers worth of conventional memory from the market. And that ratio gets worse, not better, with each new generation of HBM. So the more the industry rushes to build the memory AI accelerators need most, the less capacity is left over for everything else. The result, according to TrendForce, HBM is effectively sold out through much of 2026, and conventional DRAM contract prices surged somewhere between 90 and 95% in early 2026 alone. If Elon Musk's warning needed a real-world stock to prove it, Micron is it. Micron closed Thursday, August 20th at $974.33, up 3.97% on the day, after the company announced a $10 billion investment into a newly established Micron Research Labs facility in its hometown of Boise, Idaho. That move came alongside a bullish note from a 5-star UBS analyst describing the stock as climbing the wall of worry. But the number that really stands out came from KeyBank analyst John Vin, who reported that Micron told investors it currently cannot meet even half of its data center customers' demand, despite already charging higher prices, Separately, JP Morgan strategist Jay Kwan wrote that the supply-demand shortage should persist for at least the next 2 years, and specifically flagged that memory demand broadening out from GPUs to CPUs has been underestimated by the market. That CPU point connects directly back to what we just covered. As AI servers add more CPU capacity to handle the coordination and data pre-processing work that Agentic AI requires, each of those servers needs its own pool of DRAM too, on top of the HBM already going into the GPUs. The stock trades at a forward PE of under 7 NOKs, remarkably cheap for a company growing this fast, though that low multiple also reflects the market's long memory of how cyclical this industry has historically been. Micron and Elon Musk's comments cover DRAM and HBM. SanDisk is the other half of the Agentic AI memory story, enterprise storage. Remember what we covered earlier. Agentic AI doesn't just need fast-working memory. It needs somewhere to persistently store the growing volume of context, retrieved documents, and multi-step task history these systems generate. That's NAND, flash, and enterprise SSD territory, which is exactly SanDisk's business. SanDisk opened trading on Friday, August 21st at $1,600 and has gained more than 480% year-to-date, making it one of the best-performing stocks in the entire market this year. Multiple analysts have raised targets just this past week. RBC Capital lifted its target to $1,600 on August 14th, Wells Fargo raised its target to $1,550 the same day, and Wedbush maintained an outperform rating with a $2,000 target. Bernstein's Mark Newman has been one of the most consistently bullish voices on the stock, urging institutions to keep accumulating shares even after this run. Wall Street's overall consensus rating on SanDisk is buy, with an average 12-month target in the $2,090 to $2,220 range across different data providers. The fundamentals back up the price action. Bank of America has even used SanDisk's own long-term model as a reference point for projecting Micron's earnings potential, suggesting Micron's EPS could exceed $230 by fiscal 2030 if similar structural trends hold. The risk analysts keep repeating is valuation. SanDisk currently trades at a price-to-sales ratio above 12, which is expensive by any conventional measure. The kind of valuation that only makes sense if this memory shortage really does extend for years, not quarters, the way Musk, TrendForce, and Micron's own management are all now describing it. Nvidia isn't a memory company, but it's the reason this entire squeeze exists in the first place. Every AI accelerator Nvidia ships needs HBM sitting right next to it. Nvidia closed Thursday, August 20th around $216.85 to $217, with the stock's average 12-month price target sitting near $304 to $317, and a strong buy consensus from 59 analysts. In its most recently reported quarter, Nvidia posted revenue of $82 billion, up 85% year over year, with data center revenue alone reaching $75 billion, up 92%. The company generated $49 billion in free cash flow that quarter with a 74.9% gross margin. Nvidia reports its next quarterly results after the market closes on Wednesday, August 26th, just 5 days from today. Consensus estimates call for revenue between roughly $91.9 and $93.6 billion, with earnings per share expected around $2.09 to $2.13. Here's the connection worth watching for. If Nvidia's guidance on August 26th highlights strong demand for agentic AI workloads specifically, not just training, but inference and reasoning at scale, that's effectively Nvidia confirming, from the demand side, exactly what Musk, TrendForce, and Micron are already describing from the supply side. Two ends of the same chain, telling the same story. Risk 1, memory has always eventually corrected. Every past shortage in this industry, without exception, has eventually met a supply response that brought prices back down. A 20% annual supply growth rate, as Musk himself noted, can still catch up over a multi-year horizon if demand growth moderates even slightly. Risk 2. Valuations already assume the good news continues. SanDisk trading at over 12 times sales, and Micron stock roughly 9 times higher than where it started 2026, means both companies now need to keep delivering, not just meet expectations. Risk 3. Musk's framing serves his own companies too. Tesla and SpaceX are themselves massive buyers of AI compute and memory. A public narrative about scarcity can also serve as justification for Tesla and Musk's own infrastructure spending and pricing decisions, worth keeping in mind as context, not as a reason to dismiss the underlying data. Risk 4. concentration in a handful of hyperscale customers. If a small number of large AI buyers ever pull back spending meaningfully, the entire chain, from Nvidia's chips to Micron's DRAM to SanDisk's storage, would feel it at the same time. Here's the frame to walk away with. Agentic AI isn't just a smarter chatbot. It's a fundamentally different consumer of memory, one that needs fast HBM, high-capacity DRAM, and persistent enterprise storage, all working together and all under pressure at the same time. That's why Elon Musk, running two of the most demanding AI infrastructure build-outs on the planet, is publicly calling memory the limiting factor, not compute. Micron gives you direct exposure to the DRAM and HBM side of that squeeze. SanDisk gives you the storage side. And Nvidia, reporting in just 5 days, will tell us whether the demand driving all of this is still accelerating or starting to plateau. That's the full breakdown of why agentic AI is turning into the biggest memory bottleneck this industry has seen, and what Elon Musk's comments mean for Micron, SanDisk, and Nvidia. Do you think this memory shortage lasts through 2027 or corrects sooner? I read everyone. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. I'm John A.G. I'll see you in the next one.